every workshop we do is different because it's about you all, and y'all are bringing your wisdom and your experiences to this workshop. So this is part workshop and meditation and relaxation, and part conversation. So we're going to be tapping into our body, and our bodies they hold a lot of wisdom. And while you are experiencing these meditations or these different exercises, things might come up. And I'd like to really encourage you all to feel free to share, because this isn't about me and Eric imparting our wisdom on you. It's about us sharing what emerges as we deepen into our own selves and connect with our own bodies. So I should introduce ourselves. I'm Faye, and I grew up in Portland, Oregon. My parents are actually from Minnesota. They made the move out here because they were in love with the forests. And I was in love with the forest growing up. As a little girl, we'd go up to the mountain and we'd go hiking in the woods. And I remember, especially on those fall days, it was rainy and cool, and the smell of the earth in the forest is something that I think I'll always remember. It was such a visceral memory for me. There was something about being in nature that calmed me down. I was tended to be a nervous little girl in the city, and I felt just so at one with nature, and I experienced awe. I didn't understand at the time how big science was um, in our connection with nature and how good nature makes us feel. So I know the studies now that back up how I felt as a girl. So nature's always been really important to me.
And I'm Eric. I grew up in New Orleans, the nice crowded city, but grandma came down and would take care of me, and we'd walk to Audubon Park. And I was hugging trees since I was 3 years old. And I went on to get my degree in forestry from LSU in Baton Rouge. And I was longing for the mountains after a season of working in the swamps in chest deep water and wondering when the moccasins were going to pop out and the other snakes and spiders and such. It's like, I need to find some mountains. So I found my way to Oregon. I'd never thought about Oregon before that point in my life. And hey, they have a lot of great mountains out here. Some of them are covered with snow year round. So it's been quite an awesome place to be and connect with nature, which is still a close part in my life. I spent about 10 years doing forestry work before I realized I need more people in my life. I'm never going to meet anybody out here in the woods. And so I switched to massage. I thought it would be a wonderful way to still be in a science related field and get to meet more people. And lo and behold, I met Faye in Massage One back in 2001.
And so I had I'd gotten my degree in math and went into technical writing, and same kind of thing. I felt like, gosh, there's got to be something more for me in my life. And so I decided to make the leap into massage, and lo and behold, met my husband.
Yep.
But the nice thing about massage is we're healers and we're meditating on the body for hours during the day. And that's been so interesting and so profound, because we found that there's like another language older than through touch. It's so incredible to relax and feel somebody under your hands and let them breathe. And as their breathing softens and quiets, and our own selves soften and quiet, it's like our bodies are speaking to each other. That there's a language that's going on that is something, it feels so wise. And there's an awareness that's happening that I can't put into words, but it's beautiful. And as Eric and I were talking about, like, how do we share with people what we've experienced in nature, we started bringing visualization into our massage practice, sharing with people how to relax certain muscles, and nature just was kind of part of it. So yeah.
One of the most profound experiences as I switched professions was that I was no longer looking at nature through my eyes and translating it for the landowner. I was looking at nature and through the body and through my hands. It was a very profound experience because we still have drainages and tall places and valleys and mountains all within our skin. So all in a big way, all of nature is reimposed in our bodies.
Hmm.
Yeah, like the landscape of
Yep,
our
the
bodies.
landscape of our bodies.
um Out and outside in the real world, I'm like everybody else. I can get stressed and nervous, and my mind's always doing that monkey mind thing back and forth. But then when we get into a massage session or a mindfulness session, we start tuning into our bodies, which is great because our bodies are always in the present moment. So if you're not a big meditator, you can still like be mindful, and your body will bring you back into the now, which is wonderful because that is that deep sense of peace, that deep resonance that we all are experiencing all the time, even if life and the world is very distracting and seemingly chaotic. So that's what we're hoping to tune into with you all, is that deep resonance that our bodies can bring us to.